All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. Say hi to Ren and Stimpy and Powdered Toast Man, and it's time to begin. And there's not a knife sitting on the table because I want you to have the experience of starting the review like that. Ladies and gentlemen, the CJRB Tigris. This thing, like the Tigress River, Tigris and Euphrates over in the Middle East. And there you go. And look at this thing. It is a big cleaver style sheep's foot blade, and it is gorgeous. Guys, I don't know about you, but this thing just absolutely speaks to me. If I can talk, I don't speak, but it speaks to me. And I love this knife. Okay. You say, well, that thing is huge. Yes, it is. And when it got here, I thought, oh yeah, it's all right. It's not really for me, but it is. It is for me, and I may have to get one, and it carries nicely and everything else. But let's jump into the review. This one is white and black G10 with red accents. You got the black pocket clip there. We'll come back to that. And the red backspacer. Check that guy out with the lanyard hole. Even has the groove there so that your lanyard sits kind of, down in that groove. That would be really cool. Again, stainless steel liners. Nice, mostly open construction with that backspacer with some crazy jimping. I think it's fun that they did all these extra touches on this knife. Like, look at these grooves and the way this is layered G10 here. And actually, I believe, yeah, that's carbon fiber. My fault, guys. And the way it's layered and everything just looks awesome. And you have these grooves and again the inset pivot there and the nice red accent. And like I said, the different jimping here and the way the blade is ground and just everything about it is so over the top. It just makes it fun. But then when you take that CJRB action, are you kidding? With this huge monster blade, and it just falls like that. Down on your thumb, move your thumb, it's going. Because it's such a big, heavy blade. Again, cage ball bearings. And listen to this. I mean, it just stomps out of there. And guys, it's going. it's opening. You have this big flipper tab with no jimping, but it doesn't matter. It's just coming out. Again, could you fail it? Let's see. I don't know. I haven't tried. No, I don't. Hang on. Nah, hold on. One more try. Now, if it breaks the D10, guys, the D10 is good. And if it breaks that D10, it is coming open. It's just too much force. Black screws, black pocket clip, really, really well done. So let's talk a little bit more about this blade. This is, man, I got fingerprints on it. Give me just a second. But this is an AR RPM 9 proprietary Artisan steel blade. With that satin finish. It is a flat ground blade. Look at that guy, guys. As far as billboarding, you have the CJRB logo. You have the AR RPM 9 and the prototype marking there because it's a proto and the serial number. That's it. And it's a huge blade. So, I mean, they could have put a billboard advertising Coke or Pepsi or something on there. Notice I mentioned both of them. I keep saying, and I've been talking back and forth with my buddy Kyle at DTOM, if this thing had a hole right here where you could middle finger flick it, this thing would be unbelievable. Maybe they'll make a flipper delete version where there's no flipper and you just have that hole. And come on, Russell, make it happen for me, brother. I love that idea. Centering, maybe off to the show side just slightly. Lockup with the liner lock is about 20 to 30. I'd say more like 30. As far as access to that, you can see the nice overlap on that liner lock. It's kind of different in that it's coming up instead of, but instead of flat like usual. but you get a really good purchase of your thumb on that lock, and it's going to fall. Now, a lot of people, have said over time that they don't like knives that don't clear the detent, even way up here at the top of that lock. Well, okay, I did. All right, so you got to be about midway down, I guess. And it's plenty of room for that one to then fall. And I'm never going to, I don't know about you, but I'm never going to be up at the top of the lock anyway. I'm usually down near the middle. And, of course, I screwed it up for you there. But anyway, nice flat ground blade. You can see it comes down. All right, guys, you know what I have to do here. You know what I have to do? I have to get out the paper. And I'm telling you, it is a slicer, and that's why I'm falling in love with it. It's huge, but I'm telling you, they ground it down so thin that, it is just a machine. Are you kidding? This is a cleaver-style blade. Oh, that was me. I know. I say that all the time. But you can just see how good of a slicer this guy is. And we're going to stop right there just because I'll screw it up, okay? But, yeah, it's incredible in that regard. So this is a proto. I'm not sure if there's going to be any changes or not, but I'm sure you will find out soon. And so let's go through some of the stats real quick. And I'm going to lay it out there on the table with a piece of paper out of here because that's cool. And we're going to talk a little bit about specs now. So overall length of this guy is 8.5 inches. The blade length is 3.5 inches. And the cutting edge, of course, is still the same. The width of the blade is 1.5 inches, guys. Sucker is 1.5 inches. Sheep's foot blade. And again, the handle length is 5 inches. If you can't fit your whole hand in there, I'm not sure who you are. Kyle, I'm looking at you, brother. Kyle over there at DTOM. Don't tell me anything about this one not being big enough because it is, even for your monstrous hands. And I haven't talked about the pocket clip yet. We'll come back to it. So the question of the moment, guys, I know you're going to tell me this, ask me this. How much does it weigh? It is 6.38 ounces, but I'm telling you. So here's the thing. This pocket clip is nice and deep carry. There's a little bit sticking up, and it comes down, and it's long enough in your pocket that, to me, even though it's thick, it fit in my pocket well, and it carried well. I didn't have any problem with carrying this at all. Now, there's one little minor issue with the pocket clip, and maybe it'll be fixed in the production version. It is pretty thin right here, okay? And so at least wearing jeans and I think some dress pants, because this is not, even though there's countersunk flathead pocket clip screws there, you can see where the pocket clip sticks up ever so slightly, and that was catching on the seam of my jeans and some other pants as I tried to put it in my pocket. So I had to kind of help it by pulling out and slipping it down. But again, once it's in your pocket, the retention is great and the knife is great. Now, I don't happen to have, let me look one more place real quick. Hang on. I want to tell you what the price is on this baby, or what it's going to be. So let me go. Well, of course, because it's not quite been released yet, guys. But I think what I heard was somewhere around $60 for this one. Again, with that great AR RPM 9 steel. Again, I may be slightly off one way or the other, but I think it's going to be somewhere in the vicinity of $60. I will put it in the description if I find it. I don't want to waste your time by sitting here searching all over the internet. But there you go, the CJRB Tigris. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Give me a like and subscribe if you think it's worth it. And thanks so much for watching the KnivesFAST channel.